Hello everybody, Jose Rodriguez here. Quite a while ago I did a video that was a little bit funny in a way. It was called Questions with No Answers, basically about printers. And so I discussed many of those questions that people ask all the time, and really there's no answer to them. And today the question was this: what colors will be used up first? And he didn't even mention the printer model. So again, not only do you don't know that answer because you need to know the printer model, but there's no way to also even know what colors will be used first. It depends on many things. When you install a full set of cartridges and the printhead is primed and ready to use, and you perform your nozzle check, everything is perfect, you do a head alignment, and you start to print, and you print that standard image, which is what everyone should do, it will probably use about the same amount of ink from each of those 8 or 10 or 12 cartridges. That will no longer be the case, because from now on you will probably be only printing your own personal images, and they may contain other predominance of colors. So it just depends. It depends greatly on your image, how much yellow it uses to create lots of reds and oranges. Yeah, how much magenta it uses to create those reds and oranges. But what if you have dark bluish type, lavenders or purple colors? Then you will use a lot of cyan, and again, also a lot of magenta. What if you're printing only monochrome? You will probably use a lot more of your black inks and your gray inks, along with some other colors. Of course, it has to all be composited to give you a very nice neutral result. So there is no way that you can install a set of cartridges and expect them to all drop at the same rate. If that was the case, then it would be fantastic. You can watch that drop and then, get some money ready to order a new ink set so that it arrives by the time they all reach magically empty at the same time. That's not going to happen. After a while, after you have gone through about 2 to 3 sets of cartridges, you're just going to have nothing but a seesaw. Okay, it's going to be some full ones, middle ones, and low ones, and one about to go empty, and maybe one about 5/8 capacity. Yeah, it's going to be all over the map, and from now on you're going to be changing cartridges all the time if you print often. Yeah, when one goes low, it's going to go empty because the one that was empty, you replaced it, you popped in a new one. That creates a purge cycle, and that low one now is empty, and so on and so on and so on. So that creates a domino effect. But yeah, that is all due to the fact that ink colors are not used equally. If they were used equally, there would be no domino effect. Okay, you would just use that whole set of cartridges till they were empty, take them all out, pop in a complete new set, and start all over again. That would be a dream come true, but it does not happen. All right, and this especially applies to folks that are only going to be printing with OEM. Be aware that at some point in your printing career, you're just going to be constantly changing cartridges. Okay, there's a way to avoid that, but only if you are a refiller. But we're not going to discuss that in this video because we've already done that till the cows come home. Okay, especially for the Pro 100 and the Pro 10 type printers. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. And until the next time, as always, happy printing, everybody. Bye-bye.